So, again, now how to solve an equation that isn't factored? Up here. So, first of all, in any of these equations, they have to equal 0. So you need to make them into a form so they equal 0. Because here, you need to get a 0 on one side of the equation. How would I get 0? You must get these equations equal to 0 to do them. Sam, quit disrupting class. Shh. All right? Now, when we factor it, we ignore the 0 for a while. We're going to do what we did before. We're just concerned about that polynomial, in this case, our quadratic, on that, our quadratic. Alright, so we just do what we did before. There, 1 times 6 puts a 6 on the top. Our b value 5. So we want to factor our things. They're going to go 5. So we have 1 and 6. And since everything's positive, I'm not going to worry about the negatives. We have 2 and 3. Which of those add together to give me a 5? 2 and 3. So I'm going to have 2 and 3 like that. Just like we did before. So I have x squared and 6. 2x, 3x. This is what we've been doing for the last week and a half. So we factor out here, I can factor out a 3, a positive 3. Here I can factor out an x. Here I can this side I can factor out an x. And here I can factor out a positive 2, which is going to give me x plus 3 times x plus 2. Like that. And because it is an equation, it is going to equal 0. Everybody got this part down? That's answer. No. Now, because now we have got into as two binomials. Remember the examples they gave us so far, they did the factoring for us. So now we're going to apply the 0 property to each one. We're going to apply the 0 property to each one. So Up here, first thing we are going to do is we need to move that over. We need to get so it equals 0. So I'm going to subtract 35 from both sides. So I get x squared minus 2x minus 35 equals 0. My first step. Added, one binomial is going to be subtracted. Mary said that pattern. Anytime when the last term is subtracted, one's positive, one's negative. Shh. We don't worry about the 0 right at the moment. Which of these added together will give me negative 2?
Negative 7/5.
Negative. Negative. So we make our box. We make our box. So we have x squared, negative 35. We have 5x, negative 7x. Right one. Because if I'd ended up with a plus 2x, did I get them the right way? No. Again, this is for these type, you really need to refoil them to make sure that you got the right plus and the right minus together. Now, once I have this, I can do my other steps that I did before, right? I'm going to have x plus 5 equals 0, or x minus 7 equals 0. I subtract a 5 from both sides. I get x equals negative 5. Or, add a 7, x equals positive 7. So my final answer, x equals negative 5 or positive 7. But this part here, up to this point, this is what we've been doing. This is not new. This is what we've been doing. All we've added now is now we're going to make it equal to 0, and each binomial has to be equal to 0. So do not make this bigger than it is. This is the part we've been doing all along. All right? Still having trouble with factoring? Come and see me. All right? Questions? Try that one. That one might be one of your special rules. X is one integer. X plus 1 is the next consecutive integer. In other words, we're up here on the okay, so we do our box in diamond here. So I have negative 224 and positive 2. So there's a whole lot of things that could equal 224, but we kind of want we're going to need two things that are very close. Okay? So we might try just 12 and 12 would be 144.
15 and 15 is 225.
15 and 15 is 225. Let's try 14 and
16.
Let's try 14. What's 14 times 16? 224. And so either I have a positive and a negative, or negative 14 and positive 16. And which one is it going to be? So it's going to be this one. So I have negative 14 and positive 16. So that means we factor out, well, positive 16, x, negative 14. So I'm going to get a x minus 14 times x plus 16 equals 0. x minus 14 is equal to 0, or x plus 16 is 0, in which case x is positive 14, or x is negative 16. Which means, could they both be the same right answer? No. Yes, they can, because the next consecutive positive integer would be 16. Are 14 times 16 to positive 224? Yes, they are. 2 multiplied together, positive 224?
Yes.
Yes. So the solution can either be positive 14 and positive 16, or positive 16 and negative 14, either one. But this is how you go through these particular solutions. Questions? There are problems like this on the homework. This is section 6-9. Now, I want to show you something. Everybody got this down in their notes? You got it down? Now, for problems like this, length of a rectangle is 5 centimeters greater than the width. And then they give you the area. So when they mean draw a picture, for any time you have something to draw a picture, we have the width. Width is x. The length is x plus 5. Is always length times width equals that area, which is what that is. So I get x times x plus 5 equals 84. And so from there, you would find the length x value, which would be the width, add 5, and it's going to give you the length. But for these problems that deal with things like that, draw a picture. Draw a picture is our... Pardon? In this case, it's a rectangle. Squared. Okay, homework. Don't worry about classwork. So there's the homework. 289, 3 through 42 by 3s, and 3 through 13 odd.